G'day folks, bit of a heads up here about something that's coming for us as a church over the month of August. We are going to attempt to do something kind of special and important together. We're going to attempt to raise a decent amount of money for property. And it's important that you know that that's coming over the month of August and that you know what to expect. So here's how we're going to attempt to do it. Here's the timeline. You can see there's 4 black dots there. Starting next Sunday, the 3rd of August. And so for 3 Sundays in a row, the 3rd of August, 10th and the 17th, we are going to be providing information and encouragement during church about giving for property. Now, the big thing I do want to emphasise is that it is going to be church as normal. We're going to continue with our series in 1 Corinthians. There's just going to be this additional feature or moment in church where I provide information about what we're attempting to do here together and open up for time for questions. And so you can ask questions in church, you can ask questions after church to me or anyone on the administration team. And myself and Steve Worley are also going to be trying to make it along to as many of the home groups who would have us, because that can sometimes be an even better time to share concerns or ask questions and fire away in that kind of setting. So I want you to know nothing flashy or fancy is going to happen in church over the next 3 Sundays. There'll be no spiritual pressure that gets put on anybody to give. Just a straight up, straightforward chat about our needs as a church, and particularly our long-term future needs as a church, and the opportunity we have right now to take our first serious step in that direction towards our kind of long-term goal. So over the next 3 Sundays, I'll stand up and it'll be kind of similar to a giving update, be providing information, not 10 weeks long, just 3 weeks long. And it needs to be at least 3 weeks because we need enough time for everyone in Anchor to hear about this, think about it, pray about it, and make a decision about it. And because the decision that I'm going to be calling you and myself to be making over this period of time is a pretty decent sized one, I am going to be calling you to consider giving a sizable, generous amount to property. Partly because we won't be able to get this done with just spare change. This will take all of us really leaning into this and giving quite sacrificially. And because that's a big ask, you need at least 3 weeks to think and pray about that and make a decision. So it's kind of a minimum amount of time, 3 weeks for us as a church to do this together and to figure out how you're going to free up funds. And you'll see there on the timeline as well, that 4th week, we're calling that Property Giving Sunday. And that actually kind of does look a bit flashy with the star around it. But let me emphasize again, just another normal week of church on that Sunday, but with an opportunity to actually give or hand in your property giving form, which is an indication of what you will give. There'll be a special property giving box on that Sunday, and that's just the moment where we're hoping that together as a church we can give together. So starting next Sunday, the 3rd of August, we'll be handing out a booklet that looks like this, a property giving booklet with information in it. Make sure you grab one of those, have a look through it, and we'll be talking together in church about the details around this. So there it is. So in a sense, really it's just church as normal over the next bunch of weeks. So feel free to invite family and friends to come along. There'll be, we're just pushing on through 1 Corinthians. But there will be this extra piece in the gatherings. And visitors will, I think, be able to just listen into some family business that we're doing here. But this family business we're doing is an opportunity for us to think together and work together towards our long-term goal. So it is a special and important opportunity to attempt something together. So let's approach it carefully and prayerfully, and we'll see what the Lord has in mind for us together in this time. All right, God bless.